Okay, welcome back. It is day 158 of coding every day. Um, so today, studied linear algebra for a few hours, and then came back. And honestly, haven't done much very meaningful work. Um, I have no idea what's going on in the background right now, to be honest. I haven't even recorded that yet. I assume it's going to be either a leak code that I'm about to record or what I am been working on the last few hours, which I should be studying, but I got caught up in this. So what I've been doing, so I used to have, I mean I still do, but I used to use a flip phone. Starting, I think in the fall last year. I realized I had like 6 or 7 hours a day on average on my phone, and that wasn't counting my computer. So I was probably, I don't know, I would say if a day is 16 hours of awake hours, I was probably spending about 14 to 15 of those looking at a screen. Like 100%. It was like wake up immediately on a screen, get up, maybe like take a shower, and so I wouldn't be on my phone for like 20 minutes then, and then it would be immediately on a computer. If I ever wanted to take a break from my computer, it was go to my phone. Then driving was like the only other, driving or like walking to a class was the only time I wasn't on a screen. Otherwise, if I'm eating, I'm on a screen. If I'm in class, I'm on a screen. It was 100%, 90% of my day. So I was like, okay, the computer stuff is fine. But like when I wake up in like that morning, there should be a good hour in that morning where I'm not looking at a screen. When I'm at lunch or something like that, I shouldn't be on a screen. When I'm in classes, I probably, it'd be ideal not to be on a screen. Like, really, I wanted to minimize that. And so I was like, I really did not have the discipline to not go on like a TikTok or Instagram Reels or something like that. Like, it really had a like power over me. Even if I uninstalled it, I'd find myself, if I was really bored at night, I just reinstall it. There's nothing stopping me, and I'm like, I didn't look at any long term effects. I was like, right now I can, entertain myself. So I was like, okay, how can I forcefully take this out of my life? And so I got a flip phone, and it really did work pretty well. Uh, there were points where I would, because YouTube still worked on it. Actually, it was one of my biggest things. Was I was like, I use my phone for so much. Like, there's no way I can go to like a true dumb phone. I need it for authentication to get into apps. I need it, to check my email or um, that one not too much, I guess. Like, I can do that on my laptop here and there, but definitely two auth. I needed it just for like maps was the biggest one, having some sort of navigation. Um, and so I found, this Cat S22 flip. Um, and I used it for a while until when I moved here, I got a CarPlay. Like I have a 2009 car, so there's no like built-in screen, but I bought a screen, and um, and so I was like, oh, I'll use Android Auto, but it's not available on my flip phone. Like, I have an app store, and it literally says not available on this device, and it was like sucked because I really wanted this. So I went back to my iPhone so I could use um, CarPlay on it, and I stuck with that since. And then recently, it's been becoming an issue again of like in the morning, it is like an hour and a half. I'm just sitting there scrolling. It is disgusting. So what I just did was I flashed a new operating system called Kitty OS, like a play on cat. The construction brands made this phone, but it wasn't accepting any calls or anything like that. So I was looking around everywhere to try to find the original firmware, and I did. And it required like a Python script that I had to run. No idea why. Um, and I mean, I went through it. It's not accessing anything sketchy. Maybe I have like a fucking, something on my computer now, but it did give me the original thing. So I have the source files for the original firmware and for this Kitty OS. So I think what I'm gonna spend the night doing is trying to merge those into working, like both things working, because both have what I want, just not together. So that's what I'm gonna be working on. Maybe I'll be showing that behind me right now, or it's just gonna be like a leak code, or maybe even working on my app. I don't know. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.